Hey everybody, welcome back to Fireside Chats with Dave. Thank you for being patient with us and allowing us to take a couple of weeks off after our 9-part history on the history of golf in Western Pennsylvania. We hope you enjoyed that series. If you missed any of the parts or you missed the entire thing, shame on you. But be sure to go back and check out those videos on our Facebook page and our YouTube channel. For those of you who have never watched Fireside Chats with Dave before, my name is Dave Moore. I am the museum manager and the curator here at the McKeesport Regional History and Heritage Center, located in Renzi Park in McKeesport, Pennsylvania. For those of you that have been here with us for the last 2 or 3 months, as you know, we did that 9-part series on the history of golf. And from now on, we're going to do things a little differently with Fireside Chats. First of all, I am no longer going to be live. We are going to pre-record these videos and then post them probably every other Wednesday. So we'll have the video today, and then I believe the next one will be on the 22nd. Still don't know the topic for that one yet. And it's going to change. We're going to try to do a different topic every week. And this week we're going to focus on a particular piece in our collection and the history behind the artifact itself and the larger scope of where this artifact comes from. So we hope that you'll continue to join us for these different videos and stay engaged with the center when we can't have in-person programming due to this this ongoing pandemic. So, you know what? Let's jump right into it and let's talk about the story and the piece that we're going to talk about today. For those of you that were in Kennywood, have ever been to Kennywood, you know that the Noah's Ark Funhouse is one of the major attractions at West Mifflin's Kennywood Park. And this beautiful piece of history that is right here on my desk with me is none other than the animatronic pig from Noah's Ark in Kennywood. When it comes to these Noah's Ark fun houses, they are a little over a century old at this point. The very first Noah's Ark fun house was built in Venice Beach in 1919, and it was designed by a gentleman named Leroy Raymond, who later sold the rights to a William Detzel of the Detzel Carousel Company, which was based in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And this company continued to make different amusement park attractions until Detzel's death in 1928. And then after his death, the rights to these Noah's Ark fun houses was actually sold to the Philadelphia Toboggan Company. Now, the history of Noah's Arks, there were pretty many of them across the globe at one point. As I mentioned, the very first one was in Venice Beach Pier in California, and the very last one to be built was at Kennywood in 1936. And that particular Noah's Ark Funhouse was built by the Philadelphia Toboggan Company, who owned the rights to this attraction. And today, Kennywood's Noah's Ark Funhouse is the only Noah's Ark Funhouse still functioning across the globe. There's supposed to be one somewhere, I believe, in either Liverpool or Manchester, England, that is still there, but since the park is not open, it is no longer in service. And that would be the oldest running Noah's Ark, if it was still in fact open. But because of that, Kennywood has a distinction of having the oldest Noah's Ark funhouse still in existence and still open for public consumption. And as I mentioned, the original Noah's Ark was built at Kennywood in 1936, and it was by the Philadelphia Toboggan Company. And over the years, the design has been changed, and the fun house has been renovated. One of the earliest renovations was in 1969. And then the ride was renovated again in 1996 before being renovated for its 80th birthday in 2016. So the Funhouse at Kennywood has been changed over the years, just like almost like a museum exhibit. It's been updated. It's been changed. That way, you're seeing something different. Now, it takes 10, 20 years for that to happen, but if you've been to Kennywood, say any time over the last 4, 5, 6 decades, you would have seen this evolution of the Noah's Ark. Now, when it comes to our little piggy here, this came from Kennywood's Noah's Ark, and we're not exactly sure on the exact date of when it would have been pulled from Noah's Ark. Just guessing by the plug and different things with it, this pig probably dates to the renovation in 1969. It was probably then removed in 1996. Would be my assumption, just based off of the style and the materials of which he is made from. So I think we can date this particular pig at being at least 50 years old, if not a little bit more than that. And it's just a really clever piece of making. You see here, you can see his face, and as you see, he is in his little barrel here. Apologize for the camera angles as I'm working with a laptop, but as you can see, he's still in relatively good shape. He's got some matted hair on his face and stuff, but he does in fact still work. If you'll allow me to plug him in here for you. Plug him in and get him running. So it's pretty cool. He doesn't oink or make any pig noises anymore, but he does still move within his barrel. You can hear the motor running. So if you would have been at Kennywood probably sometime between the 1969 and the 1996 renovations, you would have in fact seen this pig in the Noah's Ark Funhouse. And now you can see him right here at the McKeesport Regional History and Heritage Center. This particular item is new to our collection. We just acquired it with our acquisition of the Mifflin Township Historical Society from West Mifflin. This is one of the pieces that was donated to us in their collection, when I was told that West Mifflin was closing and they wanted their collection to come here, I can't tell you how many people came up to me and said, "You have to get the Kennywood pig." And for the weeks leading up to us acquiring the collection, I heard that repeatedly. You got to get the Kennywood pig. You got to get the Kennywood pig. And after seeing him when we were given the collection, everybody was right. We did need to have the Kennywood pig. So he's brand new to our collection. He will be on display here shortly. So for those of you that have been following us on social media, and those of you that have been into the center since we reopened in the middle of June, you know that during the pandemic, I was working on an arts and entertainment exhibit for here in the center. And if you go down to the old schoolhouse within the building, you will see the arts and entertainment exhibit on the back wall. The wall right next to it, going down the schoolhouse, is going to be dedicated to Parks and Recreation. And Kennywood is obviously going to play a huge part in that story. And this sweet little piggy is going to be a major focal point in that exhibit. We have some other Kennywood materials from their trademark Arrow sign. We have some of the vinyl banners for the Phantom's Revenge and Fright Night. And we have some other cool Kennywood pieces that will be on display and part of this new exhibit. But this is our holy grail when it comes to our Kennywood section. We're incredibly lucky to have this beautiful piece of history, and I can't wait for all of you to come in and see that exhibit when it's done. I'm hoping I'm in the research phase right now, so I'm hoping to start construction here over the next couple of weeks, and maybe get it done by Labor Day, but certainly by Halloween. I think we should have Parks and Recreation on display here at the Heritage Center, and you'll be able to come in and see this little piggy in action. So I want to thank everybody for tuning into this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I think we're going to continue to do these more one-off topics as opposed to a 9-part series like our first set of Fireside Chats. So, like I said, this week we focused on Kennywood and Noah's Ark, and of course this handsome little piggy right here. And join us in 2 weeks where we will have another topic. Still not quite sure what that's going to be yet, but we'll make sure that you know by next week what our topic will be. And I thank you all for joining us tonight. I hope you learned something that you didn't know about Kennywood and about the Noah's Ark and about this wonderful piece of history. Please all stay well, stay safe. Make sure you're wearing your mask. The sooner we can kick this pandemic, the sooner life goes back to normal. The Heritage Center is open currently. Our normal hours of 10 to 4 Tuesday through Friday, and then 9 to 3 on Saturdays. If you are a member, Gail is doing free research in your genealogy. If you are not a member, I highly recommend becoming a member. Individual membership is $30, and a family membership is $40. And there's a lot of great perks to being a member here, including our quarterly newsletter. Discounts in a gift shop, Gail's time researching during the current climate, and then free admission to all of our programs. So, except for the cemetery tour. And on top of that, I'd like to give a little update on the cemetery tour. As of right now, it is still scheduled to happen on September 12th and 13th at the McKeesport and Versailles Cemetery right here in McKeesport. We are going to be paying very close attention to all of the county and state mandates as far as the public health with the pandemic going on. So if you're interested in attending the cemetery tour, or if you've never have come for the cemetery tour and you're curious of what it's about, there's information on our website, and our social media will make sure we keep you up to date on what we are doing and where we're planning on and what we're planning on doing in terms of the cemetery tour. So we're very hopeful that we're going to be able to do it. We will do it one way or the other. We're hopeful that we're going to be able to do this in person at the cemetery, but only time will tell how the world will be come mid-September. So please check in with us on Facebook and Instagram. Follow us on our website. Sign up for our e-newsletter. And as I said, if you're not a member of the center, please consider becoming a member. And there's a lot of great perks to it. So thanks again, everybody, for tuning in. We'll see you in a couple weeks. And for myself and this wonderful pig, we say good day.